onto this pound dollar now. So as I was saying in the last video, getting quite a few signals here across the board on the pound that it could be becoming a wee bit more bullish. We've obviously had this weekly buy setup 4 weeks ago, and we're seeing a bit of follow through from there. But obviously at the moment though, on the BAT analysis, it remains bearish on this weekly chart, and also it's well bearish on the monthly chart as well. We need to get up above 1.9 to really change that view on the monthly, and 1.66 there on the weekly. So I'm still looking at this 1.5700 level as a good area to go short, or the 1.5128 level if that level is removed to the close at any point. But I mean, in terms of the daily chart, I've just been staying away from there really. We've had gaps in the market, and it's been a wee bit mixed for me anyway. So I've not really had any levels that I'd be really looking at here. But certainly on this weekly chart, it is sort of setting up for a short, but we are getting some signals on the TD stuff anyway. After this week we'll move on to the 9th bar of a buy setup. Again, it won't really be a valid setup as was the weekly buy setup, because bar 8 or bar 9 won't be the low of the sequence unless we do move lower than 1.4785 anytime next month. So that would pretty much bring the bear back into play, and we could just really extend from there. But currently I'm just going to keep an eye on this weekly chart really, and I'll also watch the daily for if we do break that 1.5682, because we could see the market go higher from there. But the whole sort of pound, the whole scenario that we were talking about for the last few weeks, months, that if we did get a hung parliament, it would be a bad thing for the pound, because the trade deficit is so bad and it needs to be addressed. But if we had a hung parliament, the sort of thinking was that the parties wouldn't agree, and it would take too long to get any kind of legislation passed through that would start to address the trade deficit. But now it seems as though all three parties are all completely in agreement that the trade deficit has to be addressed. So the fact, if we do get a hung parliament now, it's not going to be as bad for the pound as was forecast a few months ago. So that's why the pound's starting to get supported a bit more now. So possibly we could start to see a few technical levels removed as well, which would back up the sort of more bullish pound scenario. But we'll still have to wait and see for the election. I don't think too much is really going to happen until that election, and then we'll see where we stand after that. But so I mean, this week I don't think I'll be doing too much on this pound dollar anyway. We do have that 1.5288 level on the daily, which was tested on Friday. We had a reaction from there. So I mean, if we do close below that level in the next few days, it would be a good level to look to go short on a sort of low risk basis. But ultimately there's better levels to come on the weekly chart there. Okay, cheers.